Hey, Mommy, welcome to the Mami Collective podcast. I'm Paulina Rowe, and this is your space, the No BS All Vibes podcast for ambitious moms who know that motherhood and big dreams go hand in hand. Whether you're killing it in the boardroom, hustling on your side gig, or just trying to get through the day without reheating your coffee for the third time, and yes, girl, we've all been there, this is the place for you. We're here to flip the script on the whole you can't have it all narrative, because spoiler alert, you can. Motherhood doesn't dim your ambition, it actually fuels it. And we're going to talk all about it, the wins, the struggles, and the moments that make you say, damn, I am really doing this. So buckle up, boo. We're diving into real talk, inspiration, and the occasional hot take to keep you fired up and thriving. This is the Mami Collective. Let's do this.
It's my hair for me. I'm going to start off saying that it is my hair for me. Can you tell I didn't do it today? I really didn't do my hair.
No, I can't. Like, it's the frizziness. That's how my week is going. It's Tuesday, but you know.
But you know what? Working mom life, what can I say?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes I don't have time to do it. Sometimes I do, but it's all good. It is all good. I love it. I know.
No makeup. Some days there's no hair. It's just get up and go. A lot of days, actually.
100%. So Crystal Marquez is here. I'm so excited to have you on the Mami Collective. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, I'm super excited to dive into your story. And obviously, I know I met you not too long ago, and you've really been supportive and shown a lot of love and support towards Mami Collective. So I'm super excited that, you were down to do this. So you are a producer for Daytime Chicago here in Chicago. I'll say here in Chicago. You also work very early too with I think, right? For the most part, what time do you
work? We get there between 6:30 and 7. So it's a pretty early day. We're up and out of the house by 6. So my daughter's pretty used to it already, but it's an early day.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. That is wild. So really quickly, if you don't mind, give us a little bit of a background about yourself, kind of who you are and stuff like that. Obviously, we're gonna dive into your career as well and kind of how we got there. But give us a little bit of an intro.
So I'm Crystal. I'm gonna be 30 this year. It's crazy. What else? I went to DePaul University, graduated back in 2017. Can't believe it's been almost 10 years. Been married for a couple years now. 3, going on 3. So thank you. That's something. And navigating wife life, mom life. That's the new chapter of my life.
100%.
Yeah, so I've been a producer at WGN for a little over 3 years now.
Oh,
so that's me in a nutshell, basically.
I love it. So, Crystal, obviously your career, super demanding, being a producer, for a TV show here in Chicago. What kind of led you into that career route?
So, actually, I've always wanted to do journalism since I was very little. My grandpa, he taught me how to read by reading the newspaper to him. So I've always just been interested in writing and really the journalism field. And so when I went to college, I knew right away that's what I wanted to major in. But then I got into the broadcast part of it because we started doing internships fairly early on, sophomore year, and just really discovering what you're passionate about. And I realized that I liked live television. I liked that. And so I did a couple of news internships, but then that's also how I found out I prefer lifestyle over the hard news, especially living here in Chicago. It's heavy. It's very heavy stuff going on. So I liked the lighter stuff that kind of would just give you a little bit something to look forward to in your day. So that's kind of just how I got into lifestyle talk show type of things. Oh, my dog.
What a cutie. Oh, I love that. So when it comes to lifestyle, obviously television is where you're at as well. What kind of tasks or what kind of day-to-day things do you have to do as a producer in that kind of television space? What are some of your responsibilities, your role, right? What would you do on a typical day?
So we're a super small team. We're a team of 6 or 7. So we're a really small team. We have a booking producer, but we all kind of help like book stuff for the show. Me specifically, I'm what's called a line producer, so I put the entire show together. So everything you see, like graphics or like pictures and videos, all the things that go into a segment, like the content of the segment, that's what I'm producing. So every day I'm putting together 6 segments of a show. Um, and yeah, like I said, we're a really small team. So like I know other shows that have like bigger teams. You might have like a producer a day type of thing. We just have one producer. So we produce the entire show. I produce the entire show for the day. Yeah, so it's like it's a lot of work for sure, but it's worth it. And then we have such a good team there. I know you've been in before, so you've kind of seen like our dynamic. We're really like a little family, so we just got a good workflow going, but it's work. It's definitely work.
Sure. You definitely have an awesome team. And I know that, that is like a testament to your work as well, because I feel like that was one of my favorite TV shows to ever do here in the city. I felt so at home.
Yeah, I love that.
It was so awesome, truly, and I mean that. So as far as like television, right, becoming a producer, how difficult is it to like break into that?
I'd say it is a little bit tough, especially now with like streaming services and like TV's kind of not going away, but it's harder now to find shows, especially like the one that I work on.
Right.
Um, like I said, we're a really small team, so it's not even like they're looking for a lot of people. Um, I'd say it's relatively tough. Like I'm blessed. I'm really grateful to be in the position I'm in because it's not easy, especially if you want to do lifestyle and talk shows. Like it's hard. They're like a dime a dozen.
Right. Well, 100%. And like, what about, being a mom? So you have she's like 2 years old yet, right?
She's not 2, but she's also not 1.5. She's like closer to 2. I
Okay.
stopped doing the months. Like after like 18, then it was like, I don't even, she's like 20, 22 months. I don't even know. No, not 22. I don't know. She'll be 2 in June.
Aw, June
She's
baby.
close to 2. She's a little Gemini.
Same. When's her birthday?
June 10th.
Okay, I'm June 3rd. That's so funny.
They say those June Geminis, something about them.
Yeah, we're a little nuts, but it's
A
okay.
little feisty.
Yes,
The
100%.
Pisces. So her and I, like, we get along very well. Like, I knew we were gonna get along well, because my closest cousin, he's a Gemini, and his
Oh,
birthday's June 2nd. I knew we were just gonna like me and him are like this. I knew me and her were gonna click.
that is so cute. I love that. So, for you personally, becoming a mom, working in this entertainment space, right? Television, what do you find to be the most challenging part of being a mom, doing this full time, right? Still following your dreams, doing what you love, but being a mom.
You know what? It's so funny you asked that because I've really been struggling with it lately. It's like not feeling like I don't have enough time with her in a day. Like that's been my biggest struggle lately because she's getting bigger, she's talking more, she's just doing more things, she's more fun, and I'm going to work and feeling I, like the mom guilt starts to kick in. Um, so that's been kind of like my struggle lately is like I have such an early day. I miss her morning basically. I mean, you miss the whole day.
Yeah.
And then by the time we come home, I was actually talking to people at work. I'm like, I only get a couple hours with her of like real good fun to, to just enjoy her. So that's been my struggle lately. It's like mm, wanting to still be passionate about what I do, but struggling with the mom guilt of like, I miss her all day and like, what's she doing? What am I missing? It's been a struggle.
I agree with that. I relate to it and I agree with it because as you know, I'm on radio, you're in television,
Mhm.
so these early mornings are no joke. And sometimes when I come home, I'm like, I just want to sleep, I want to nap, but like
Exactly. And it's so hard because it's like I want to I always tell myself like I'm gonna come home, I'm gonna do an activity with her, and it's like Do I get to them always? No. And then I feel bad. It's such a hard thing, and it's just like I think that's probably for me one of the hardest parts about being a mom. It's just obviously I love what I do and I want to keep doing what I do for years to come. But then a part of me is like, I completely understand why moms become stay-at-home moms. Because you don't want to miss all these moments. You just want to enjoy them and be able to really raise them. Like I'm blessed with a village and everybody takes such good care of her. But it's like I want to be there. I want to be there for everything. And it's so that it's just hard to feel like you're missing out.
No, I agree. There's moments, I'm not gonna lie to you, where I wake up at 3:30 and I'm like, I think today might be my last day. It's not.
Oh, I
But
know.
but I'm like, oh, because I actually kind of want to wake up with her. Like I kind of want to be there to grab her when she's up and do breakfast. Like I love weekends with my baby.
Yeah, same. I love a Saturday morning. Like I just love being able to just be with her, chill, like not feel so rushed through the day. All week it's like you're rushing out of the house. I don't get to enjoy her. I'm like rushing her along. She's like, you know, feeling rushed. I just
The slow morning.
it's hard.
Yeah. No,
How do
it's
you kind of like navigate the
the village.
balance of work?
Yes. No,
Mhm.
without the village, like I wouldn't be shit to be completely honest with you. But honestly, like it's to me, I look at it as like I still have like I'm in a blessed position, kind of like how you mentioned, because I'm like, okay, yes, I'm up so early, but for
Mhm.
the most part, she's asleep when I'm like in the thick of it at work, like for me, because
Right.
it's 8:30 is when she wakes up roughly, and we're already like more than halfway done with the show. So I'm like, okay, like, she'll wake up, her dad's here, grandma, someone's here, she'll play, and she's just genuinely so happy. She loves grandma, she loves, she loves, her titi,
Yeah.
she loves everybody. So I'm like, okay, like to me, I look at it as she's happy. She's having
Mhm.
that bonding time with them, even though I want to be there and I'm selfish and I want her. Like,
Right.
you know, but I look at it as okay, she's very blessed that she gets to grow up this way because like I didn't personally, like I didn't have my grandparents.
Really?
So for me, I'm like, that's very important. So I try to flip it into a positive, right? And
Yeah.
of course, I miss her and I want to be here in the mornings. And that's why I take my weekends so serious and we move slow in the mornings.
See, I love that. And that's the thing, like, so I grew up with my grandparents. Like I grew up being raised by everyone because my parents were teen parents. Like they had me at 16 and 17. So of course they're not doing it on their own. Um, but
No.
that's also like something that I kind of struggle with is like navigating like letting my family kind of like raise her the way they raised me, but also me being older. Like I'm not 16 like my mom was. I know what I want to do with my child. So that's also like a bit of the struggle, the mom struggle for me is like taking everybody's opinions with a grain of salt because like I know what I want to do with her. And I know everybody had a hand in raising me. So it's like balancing that. Yeah, that's a whole other thing.
I've just learned to kind of compromise. I don't know if you have,
Mhm.
because I'm like, I need the help.
Mhm.
So we're not gonna totally shun you out. We're not gonna do, I mean, I would never. But the other half of me is, compromising at this point,
Right.
free babysitting. And I don't, obviously, I'm sure you're the same way. I don't just trust anybody. So it's like free babysitting with grandma, and she wants me to put extra socks on or whatever, put a hat on the kid.
Um,
Okay, let's do it.
we'll do it. No, yeah, that's it. There's a lot to this mom life that I feel like I just didn't know. I didn't know when I was pregnant. I didn't know when I first had her. There's so many different levels of like figuring yourself out, your life out, raising somebody. There's there's so much to it. Like I'm so grateful for my mom now. Like what I've always been, but I like it's different when you become a mom and you're like, oh, that's what she was doing.
I think about that a lot because our parents were way younger. I don't
Mhm.
think they had, I mean, they had a village, but I don't know if they had the same resources we do. same opportunities. And I think that's why I take this real serious of still being a great mom, but trying to still do what I love doing because, I feel like my mom sacrificed so much for me to kind of get to where I am. I'm not even where I want to be yet.
Mhm.
And I want to show my daughter that it is possible, we can do what we want to do. We can, continue to strive. But I'm trying to figure out that balance because I'm almost convinced it doesn't really exist. You just wing it, in my opinion. And you just wing it.
No,
Every day is
honestly,
different.
it's like it that has, like I said, that's been my struggle lately. Is like as she gets bigger and older, it's like, okay, I want to work, but I want to be the best mom. It's so hard to do it all. It really is difficult to like to feel like you're doing everything well. I feel like is the other part of it for me is like I can do everything, but do I feel like I'm excelling or do I feel like I'm doing everything to the best of my ability? Some days, some days I feel really good about everything I'm doing. And other days I'm like, I didn't get half the things on my to-do list done. And here we are.
I've just learned to kind of embrace it. I'm just
Mhm.
leaning into things. If I know that something needs to get done that's time sensitive, important, I'll prioritize it. But everything else, I hate to say it, but I'll put it to the side or just wait on
Mhm.
that. Because honestly, I would rather spend time with my daughter than do
Yeah.
something that can wait. It's all about truly, I do believe we're winging it, but I do think that it's truly about prioritizing certain things. And every day, I'm sure you agree, looks different, especially working in television. Every day's not the
Mhm.
same, I'm sure, on set.
No, absolutely not. Some days are really chill, and other days we're running around, a guest canceled. We're running around trying to figure that out.
Mm.
Some days are just really busy, like no time to even think about anything else but work and what you have going on. Other days are a little bit more chill. Um, but it's every day is different. Every day looks different. So it's a balancing act.
We're doing the best we can. I'm gonna say you're killing it because it's how I feel. I do feel like you're killing it.
I feel like you are too. You do so much. I don't know how you do it. I feel
I'm
like
trying.
you do a lot.
Like I said, some days are easy, fine. Some days I'm like, oh my God, just like literally, like I just want to run away, just for a little bit, just want to run away.
I always feel like I start to get the feeling that I'm not doing enough. I'm like, girl, you could be like every day I go to sleep, but I'm exhausted. I'm like ready to go to bed. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I didn't do enough today. I didn't do enough of anything today.
We survived today. That's what I say. Like we survived.
Well, see, that's good.
We did. At the end of the night, baby's happy, she's bathed, she's fed, whatever. And, I got what I could get done, whether it was a really busy day or just not so much. 'Cause some days aren't, and that's okay. And I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out and kind of find my groove. So when you found out you were pregnant, right, and you
Mhm.
were having your baby, was there ever a moment of doubt that you had? Like, if you were to be transparent, of doubt of being like, I can't do both. I can't still work here or, continue this and be a mom. Like, that's just not going to happen for me. Or were you like, no, like, this is only charging me to go harder?
Um, so I would say, yeah, I felt motivated. I think now I'm struggling because she's older, but initially when I first found out I was pregnant, when I first had her, I felt like I felt motivated. I felt like I can do this. There are a bunch of moms that did it. Like my mom, she worked, she had two kids when she was I think she had two or three kids by my age. Two, probably. Two for sure. But I was like, my mom did it. I know that I can work and be a mom and manage it. Um, and honestly, full transparency, when I first had her, I was ready to go back to work. I was ready. Like spending all day at home with her and being on maternity leave. I mean, don't get me wrong, I loved spending time with her. I loved having that, and I'm blessed to have had the 3 months with her. But by the end of the second month, I was like, or by the end of the first month, I was like, oh, I gotta go. I gotta go back to work. Like, what's everybody else doing? It, and it's tough because now I look back and I'm like, oh, I wish I had more time with her. But at the time, I was honestly ready to go back to work. And I was telling everyone too, like, I'm ready to come back, ready to do something. It's hard. I feel like, especially when you're a first time mom and you just have all this time with her and you're so far removed from what you used to do. Like my day to day was just so different. I just felt I felt like I needed some human connection. Like it was a weird time. Weird
Think
time.
about it, right? Like you just had a baby, so your body is going through it, your hormones. Mentally, you're a whole different person. I believe once that baby
Mhm.
comes out of you, this like everything here just like what is it? Flip the
Yes.
switch. It's just such a different mentality you carry. And you start to question a lot of things about life. And I also went back. I went back after 6 weeks. I'm terrible. I was me in my diaper and everything. I mean, but I didn't care. Like I
Mhm.
wanted
But you were
to.
ready. Yeah.
That's how I felt. And I'm gonna say that I think that made me a better mother because I felt like I came home more fulfilled, more happy. I'm telling you,
Mhm.
like my baby was sleeping. She sleeps
Yeah.
majority of my job. So I'm like, this is a blessing in disguise. I'm good. She's not going all day without me. And I
Mhm.
know not every mom has that. So I understand that so thoroughly. But then I think about it and I say, okay, well, my situation is this. So I want to still continue doing this because it
Mhm.
fits within our family. I'm a big advocate for do what's right for your family because
Right.
my family and Crystal's family and everything, it's going to be
Right.
different how we do things.
I felt so good though when I went back to work. Like that's such a good point that you brought up because I felt like a better me so I could be like better for her. I feel like when I was at home with her, all I spent all that time with her just on my own. I felt burnt out, like more than I did at work initially. So when I went back, I just felt, like you said, I felt fulfilled. I felt like I'm doing what I want to do, but I'm also able to be a mom. And so, yeah, that felt really good. And it
Yeah.
still feels good. Don't get me wrong. Like I still love going to work and I love being able to be a mom and still go to work.
Hmm.
Um, but now it's just a little different because she's older. I feel like when she was a baby, she was just sleeping all day. I wanted to be at work. I wanted to be doing something. I wanted to be hitting my goals and being there for my work team and stuff. Like I wanted to be doing that. Um, and she was little. I felt like I wasn't really missing anything when she was that small and sleeping. And now I'm on the other side of it where it's like, oh, I want to be with her. And maybe I'll go back to that other side of like, oh, let her go to school. Like, I don't, it's a journey, I guess. But
For sure. I think there's just different phases too, right?
Mhm.
Different life spots that you're at with the kid. Like,
Right.
about it when she was born, same. I enjoy my maternity leave because I would just cuddle her and I got to catch up on all my favorite TV shows or whatever it was. So
Yeah.
that was like I was chilling. It was not a vacation by any means, but I felt like I had it under control. My baby's she was a good baby. She would eat, she would sleep regular. She was very good. So then I'm here, I'm chilling, I'm off of work, then I'm getting a little bored. I go back to work,
Mhm.
but now she's growing, like you said. So she's 10 months now. So my daughter is moving and what and honestly, that shit's exhausting too. It's a different era. Like, oh my God.
It really is like see, and I don't know, like maybe if I was at home with her now, I would feel the same way, like let me go back to work. So
Yes,
maybe she's probably never going to be a real like I just feel amazing 1,000% about everything I'm doing right now, and
yes.
I have to learn to accept that some part of me is going to feel like, oh, I want to be at work, I want to be at home, you know, all
I
I'm going to
agree.
feel both ways, I feel like.
No matter which route you go, and this goes for I think any mom, right? I think, staying at home and let's just say giving up your career, I think is truly the ultimate sacrifice. And I know a lot of moms do that for their own reasons, right? Whether it's financial, whether it's like you said, they want to. But from my experience, the majority of the moms that I've spoken to who have done that, they don't necessarily have regrets. At least they're not telling me that part, but they do say that a lot of what ifs, right? A lot of missing and mourning not only your old life, but just that's kind of just that stability of leaving the house, having somewhere to
Yeah.
go, you know what I mean? And I know for a fact that if I was to stay home, permanently, I'm telling you right now, give me a week and I will bitch, moan, and cry that
Yeah.
I want to go back because I know myself. So I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, like it's really choose your heart, choose your heart.
Right. That's exactly how it, because like I said, it's been really lately. I've been like, I want to stay home. And I was telling my cousin, I was telling my husband, like, I don't know if I want to work. But it's like in the back of my head, I'm like, you want to work. You definitely want to work. It's just it's the mom guilt. Like the mom guilt will like eat you up if you let it. And so I have to like shove it like to the back of my brain, like, relax, girl. You can do it. But it tries to like, I feel like that mom guilt is really, that's the thing that eats me up.
I was gonna ask about that if you ever faced mom guilt. Do you feel
Every
like, yeah, every day? Do you feel like you have support from your village, your partner, even your job when it comes to that?
I have a lot of support, and honestly, like I think that's what keeps me like on track, and I feel like good about things. It's like everybody's so supportive. My grandma, for example, she stays with my baby most of the week. If I have something going on at work, I feel so bad for leaving her for a long day, but she's like, do what you have to do. Like, get your work done, do what you have to do. She's very supportive. And I've even told her like, I've even told her I don't know if I want to work, like maybe I should look for, I don't know, like a part-time job or something, just something else. And she's like, no. She sets me on track. My grandma's like one of the ones that'll just be like, no, you know that you're doing what you want to do. Just, you know, you're just having a day.
Yeah,
So
I
that
think that's
like
perfectly said.
it's that mom guilt will get you though. Honestly, like for me, it's been eating me up even more lately, and I've just had to have to like sit myself down and say like, it's fine, you'll be all right. And like you said earlier, like she's with all these people that love her. Like she's having fun most of her day. Like, yes, learning about the things she did during her day. Some days I'm like, oh, I wish, I wish I experienced that with her. But I love that my family gets to experience it with her. That everybody gets to like live life with her basically, and you know, see her grow.
It's the silver lining, in my opinion. Like I said, I never had that. So I love that your daughter has that. And said that you grew up with your grandparents and like my daughter gets that experience and I'll never take that away. So I want her to have that. And in a way, it's almost like I'm sacrificing in a way, right?
Mhm.
That time so that they can have it. And it's this set time, it's this guaranteed time, right? And it's
Mhm.
it's truly it is a blessing because I know not everybody has that and
Right.
I think it's really special that your daughter has that. So
It's nice too to see like her have her own relationships with people, like have just she's a real person. Like I'm starting to learn like she's just like her own little personality starting to come out. Like it's nice to see her interact with people and be who she is, and everybody just get to experience that for themselves. So that's nice.
oh, that makes me so happy. What do you think
Mhm.
your favorite thing about motherhood has been so far?
Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough
No.
question because I I love everything about motherhood, honestly. I love it. Even the hard days. Like, even when I feel full transparency, like, there are days where I'm just like, girl, I'm really annoyed by you. Like, leave me alone. Like, please leave me alone. Like, I have those days with her. And then I feel bad, obviously, because she's a little baby. And I'm like, okay, but were you being annoying? Yes. Like, so even those days, even the days where I feel like frustrated, I want to pull my hair out, like I still love those days because at the end of the day, at night when I'm like debriefing with my husband and stuff, it's like we still had all these funny moments with her. Like at the end of even the tough days, there are still so many things that were just like, oh, did you see her do this? Did you see like, do you know she likes this? And every day we're learning something new about her. That if I had to pick one thing, I'd say just getting to know her is like my favorite thing about motherhood because she's just this. I've only known her for less than 2 years, but it's like that's my favorite person. So just getting to know her, like learning more about her, just I love it. I love being a mom.
That makes me so happy. And I think, like I said, I think you're killing it. I think you're crushing this motherhood thing. This, we're still working in Chicago media, which isn't easy as it is. So I think being a mom is really it's just adding on to it, and it can definitely be something that's difficult, absolutely, right? But I think you're truly showing us that like we can still follow our dreams, we can still, be bomb ass moms, we can be these badass moms that I know that we are. But also like still doing what fulfills us. I truly think that if I'm not fulfilled, and I don't know if you agree with this, but if I'm not fulfilled, then I can't go home and be a good mom to her. Like I just don't feel good. Obviously I'll fight through it, but I still don't feel the best. So I try to fill my cup too.
No, I agree. My mom, my mother-in-law, everybody has told me that too. Like, you have to take care of you. So I just, yeah, 1,000%. You have to it's a balance. You have to make sure that you're doing the things you want to do so that you're not ending up like resenting being a mom. I think that's a big thing for me too. Is like, I don't ever want to feel like I wish I would have done. I don't ever want to have those regrets. So I'm just trying to do it all, no matter how hard the days get. I just have to push through and do it.
And you're doing amazing. So, Crystal, thank you for
Thank
being here
you.
with us. I appreciate it. Thanks for being so open and transparent and honest about your
Sure.
motherhood journey. I know that there's still so much more to come from you, and I know that your daughter will be so proud of you. Watching from her front row seat. I think I love it. If anything, I think being a mom has only motivated me to want to push further. Sometimes I do get kind of stagnant, and I'm like, no, I have this little
Hmm.
person watching me. I have to.
Yeah, so
Mm.
true. Thank you for
Oh,
having
well,
me.
of course. Where can we follow you on social? Or if any other mom wants to reach out, any questions for you, they want to connect, where can they do that?
So I'm on Instagram, Crystal_Tony. And my Facebook is Crystal Tony.
So
Those are my
Crystal,
only socials.
yes, you're the best. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you
Thank
soon.
you.